okay, as well as your assignment 1. Okay, your assignment 1 grades. Okay. Okay, I pause here. Any question before I go ahead to share with you the assignment 2? I haven't posted the brief yet, but I want to go through. Then probably I might do some fine tuning because this assignment 2 was given last round, no? So that's quite heavy, but I think for year 2 yourself, I think we want to cut down some of the stuff. So we want to minimize, yeah, just a minimum requirement for the assignment 2. I mean, those things that you have done before. Actually, it's quite similar like assignment 1. Okay, before I move on, any questions? Any further questions from anyone?
No.
No, thank you. Okay, so I move on with my assignment 2. Okay, once I brief this, we can go off already, but I just need your attention. But I will post again is to Google Class. Okay, once I post, I will text you, right? So it's quite similar like assignment 1. Remember your assignment 1, right? You're doing the Golden Monkey and as well as MP. And this one overall is about setting up. I mean, you are in a new company. Okay, you're setting up a company. So now you're doing the launch of a so-called a studio, not a product. Okay, that's not a product, a studio. So in a way that you're promoting your company, okay, branding in a way, okay, through all, I mean, all various of the platform.
Hello.
Right. Yes. Hello. If you want to speak, please talk. Don't just make a noise there. Okay, you interrupt me. Okay, so it's going to be 30%. Okay, 30% is from week 12 to week 17. Okay, for the next 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Exactly solid 6 weeks. I will extract the past, I mean the project done by the your seniors or those graduate one, the good ones. I will show you sometime next week. So, but right now today we just want to focus is just a brief. So later afternoon I will post this I mean the document online. I mean the Google Class, so you can extract and read. Okay, it's a team effort, of course. So overview, requirement, right? Conceptualize, proposal, execution, all this social media strategy and campaign. So you propose a digital marketing campaign. It's about your studio. That means a company. You set up a brand new company, right? How you want to promote awareness to public or to your targeted so-called clients, right? How you want to promote your company as a brand new company, right? So see, branding guidelines, all that, formulate target audience, personas, right? This is not like what you did like MP, the assignment 1, right? It's not a student already, right? Your audience, it can be public, right? It can be public audience or whoever, right? So then your own branding site and landing page, right? If you recall your assignment 1, you need to have a website, all that. So this is more extensive because it's assignment 2. So you should cover complete, right? The complete branding, okay? The complete branding to promote your company, which is very important. If not, nobody knows who you are, right? Then, of course, creation of newsletter campaign for community engagement, possible, right? People, how you want to engage with the community, awareness, right? Yes, you might say, oh, assignment 1 is to promote the existing product, but here is a brand new, right? New campaign or about your company. So how you want to think about, right? From a different perspective. It's not an existing product anymore, right? It's a brand new product. So how you want to engage with the community, and of course, conceptualize and creation of press kit, right? Just like announcement, the birth of your new company to the press, to the media. How you do it through social media or to what? There's many. It can be print, like those email, right? Up to you how you want to do, and implement search engine optimizations for website if you know how to do that. This is, I will say, this is not that critical. It's an optional, so we put it here. Year two, you should be able to do some basic programming, how to do the search engine for your website, right? If you know, right? So intended learning outcomes. So you hear, basically, these are the points. I'm not going to go through every single point, but most important is understand the various digital platforms available. Okay, user demographics and the process, then how to manage the outcome, right, of all this from interaction on social media, and you should able to research, identify, formulate who are your target audience. As I say already, it's no more student level. This should be working adults. Okay, it should be working adults, because assuming you already set up a company out there, so now you want to, tell the world or tell the industry that, okay, this is my new company, we are providing these services, all that. Okay, so take note, don't confuse. Your assignment one is existing product, because the company is there, Golden Monkey is there already, then MP program is there, the IM, diploma in IM is there. But here it's completely new. You start from scratch. So you have to think, that means you need to design the whole entire branding for your company from scratch. Okay, from which angle? Okay, so understand the behavior of consumer using social media. So the rest, okay, you can go through. I only want to touch on the last few points. Okay, so here, understand and learn how to use CMS to create meaningful website, right? Then understand PDA. What is this? Remember PDA, the protection data, all that, right? All this, yeah, and advertising law when launching a product. When I say a product, means that your company. Okay, don't mistaken that, oh, must be a physical product. It's your company. Then search SEO, search engine optimization for website. Then implement and track social and web analytics. So here, end of the day, whatever you propose on your your social media app, means that whether Facebook, Twitter, whatever you done, registered for your, this company, then make sure it's available on the real site. I mean, it's online. Okay, that means it's not just a show, just a print design, or not say print design. It's just a submission as a digital format. That's it. But you need to implement it right somewhere, registered an account out there. Of course, it's fake one, not real one, but at least, well, when we look at it, or we use the link, we go in, we can see it launched there, right? Let's say your Facebook of this company, ABC company, you give me the link, so I go in, I can see your company is there. I mean the social media that you post there. Okay. So here is an introduction. So in today's digital age, okay, strong community supports drive a great product. So which is you need, okay, support, right? You need publication, promotion, all that, which is very important. Then people awareness. If not, nobody knows about your product, or so-called your company, this case, right? Because you need to make announcement, because there's so many there already, out there. Digital age, everyone go through all the digital platform to promote the company branding, all that. So this is the whole project all about. So with digital media at the forefront, okay, one must step on it to get an edge in the market, right? So You need to get the edge in the market to successfully capture the intended audience, this case. Okay, so which is very, very, without a good strategy and execution, it could lead to a disastrous failure. So, of course, if you can opt to not to promote, then nobody aware about your product, right? So that's why now people go to social media to promote live, right? They have a live event, 1 hour or half an hour, right? Sponsor, then they get the celebrities or whoever, right, to promote their product online. You know, nobody knows because why lockdown? Nobody want to go out. You know what I mean? Restriction here and there. So again, a company not just to serve Singapore, right? Your company, let's say, assuming you're a real company, next time you join as a professional, they are not just looking at Singapore. They have clients from different, from different countries around the world. So your target audience, it should not just aim for Singapore, right? Or to reach out, you should reach out to many, right? Because that's why a lot of international agency they set up in Singapore, right? Although it's not a HQ, some are HQ, mean headquarters, but some, it's just a supporting role, which is very important. Like Lucasfilm, they set up a branch here, okay, Lucasfilm, right? They produce the Star Wars, all that. Yeah, they use the Singapore branch to assist them for some production, right? I'm sure you have read some news coverage about they have done some production on Star Wars or special effects, I mean, Iron Man, all that. Yes, they use because they have a production team, special effects team there to support them. So same thing. So your company, but you are the brand new company. That's why we want you to know, right? So the client means your own studio, your own company. So there's a long and short version because below there's a long version. So I'm not going to read that, but we just want to go through the short one. Okay. So your team is a bootstrap. Okay. Bootstrap studio means what? Means a new company with limited budget. Okay. Limited budget. So you need some publication, do some publication, or maybe to get some sponsoring, or you get budget from there. Okay, so it's a bootstrapped studio. So take note, So, but of course, you can think of come up with some interesting strategy to promote your company. All right. So then 2 key performance indicator, KPIs, launch a product, which is launch your company, okay, branding, using digital media, okay, so means all this platform. Then get active community engagement, okay, how you engage, right, with the community, how you promote your presence, right, of your company to the community, all right. Service. It can be your company serve this. Your company cannot be just design. I'm sure there's some other services. So you have to think. That means from a business point of view, what kind of business you're setting for your studio. Okay, for your studio. Okay, you got it? I pause here. Anyone confused or still not clear what I'm talking about? Hello, I need some response. I know early day, early in the morning. Hello, anyone?
So means we don't need to talk about anything like our company is what lah, like what we do and all those. Like this one is basically we're just creating our own company, right?
You must talk about your company, what you're doing. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe.
In
Okay.
this case, like we don't need to talk, like we don't need to say 2 times, right? We
Huh?
just do once. Because us like assignment 1, we talk about our own, we branded our own company and branded the client, right? But in this case, we can just do it once because it's our own company. Am I right?
Okay. Assignment 1 is very brief or so-called very so-called how should I put it now? it's just a very short intro about your company, not extensive. This one is very extensive. Okay, maybe I didn't explain it clearly. When I say company, doesn't mean company deal with design. You understand what I'm saying? Company can be anything. You can be a bakery company. You understand where I'm coming from? It can be a
Yes.
games company. It can be any business as long as it's a company. Okay, that's why we put it studio. Maybe the word studio is too, people might link to, oh, design studio, agency, advertising studio, or social media studio company. Not necessary. It can be anything. It can be a bakery. I'm a bakery company. You know what I mean? Or a restaurant or toy company selling toys, all that. So that's why we want your own. Actually, the word I should say your. I will change that because this one was set for the previous year. So that's why I want to fine tune before late afternoon. Then I will send you the actual copy. So the client, it should be your own company, not your own studio, because people might associate studio means that, oh, now I'm a designer, I'm in a design company. You know what I mean? No, it can be any business for this particular assignment. So I hope I made myself clear. That means I repeat again, you can be any type of business. Trading, you can be a trading company, or the what you call that, bakery I mentioned, really, restaurant, or any F&B, cafeteria, anything. That's why the keyword community, right? Community engagement. People just now, nobody will thought of that. If I'm the student, I will thought, what to do if I'm a design studio? What to do with community? I don't have to promote to them. No, it can. This one, okay. We will change the word. It's your own company in all sorts of business, right? You can think of what kind of business you want to set up. Okay, selling toys, selling all those product, or you know, anything, right? It can be a shop specialized on certain items, right? Your own company. So now that's why you need to engage community engagement, right? Come up with something to promote. So people will know, oh, actually there's a company nearby the neighborhood or around this area, they have this, yeah, event going on. Right? It can be a delivery company, right? So what kind of jobs? I mean, it can be a real thing, no? In future, you're thinking of, oh, I'm not Mr. Tan. I don't think I want to work in this line. I want to work on something else. I want to have a startup, but in a new, venture, new type of a business venture. That's fine. Nothing wrong, right? So this is an opportunity for you to think, right? Of course, you can stick to the same old one. Like, it's just a design company. We do these services, but this part, second point, get active community engagement. That will be a bit funny because a design agency usually they don't promote. Okay, they don't announce to people, say, oh, I am a design company, use my services, all that, and they don't have an event for that. They are the one who create event, right, for the clients, so not themselves. So for this, it's more on your company, right? What you want to do, right? It can be any, but of course, you can't run away from like logo design, or persona, all that, right? So yes, so it's no more student. Just like I mentioned, no more student, right? Because it's a company. That means it's a business, real business, right? Unless you can be a tuition, maybe tuition company, agency specialized in tuition. That's fine. You can do that. Yeah. Then your persona, your engagement is more on student or parents. So understand? Clear? Anyone? Just now is Charlene. I hope I answer your questions.
Yep.
Okay, anyone else want to clarify before I move on? So this, again, I repeat, it's not about just a design agency, advertising or what, or social media company. It can be any type of business. Stationery shop, there's another one, right? Just I mentioned about tuition, bakery, all that. Anything specialize in bakery. It can be a pastry, but it can be cakes. All right, it's very specialized type of company, right? Business. So because end of the day, you're going to launch, right? Your product means the awareness, your branding, everything. It can be a product because if a bakery, definitely you have some product already, then specialize in that, right? Or selling cookies, Chinese New Year, all the cookies, right? Pastries, you're specialized in that. Yeah, you can do that, no problem. Then you get active community engagement. It's going to be a fun project, okay, honestly, because there's no, I mean, we didn't limit you, so must do only doing this, right? So you can come up with your own idea, right? But okay, so I move on. The goal, launch with 5,000 or less in mind, because you are limited. Remember, the bootstrapped studio kind of company, so you have limited budget. So you play with the budget, okay? Play with a budget. Of course, this is cannot be real lah. It's just a number for you to work out, right? As I say, whatever the budget, even the assignment one, right? Definitely that one is not a realistic budget. I mentioned that many times, right? In real world, in today's context, 5,000, if let's say you use 5,000, what can you promote? I think only print out a brochure, that's it, nothing else. If you're going to advertise on social media, TV app, or newsletter, wow, you're going to cost more. At least another extra zero or double digit behind. Okay, let's move on. The goal. So go social, right? Again, create, propose, execute a social media campaign to promote about your branding of your company, the product that your company produce, right? Of course, personas, all that, right? So you can do all create target persona, okay? Who are the audience, all that. If let's say you are the pastry company, bakery company, then, right? So your audience is very wide, right? It's very wide because around the neighborhood area, all that, right? You can go to the extent, even zoom in where exactly your company set up at, right? At the east, or north, or south, or west, area, all that. It depends how you want to define, okay? How detailed you come up with this project proposal, right? Which is very important. To me, so far, to be honest, a lot of past year students, they never even indicate where the company location, all that, no, right? You can go into very detailed, like say, oh, I'm in the north, I'm only serving, okay, all the north zone, people, my target community is all stay in the north, like Woodlands, Yishun, all that, right? So you can go to the extent and explain in your proposal. So it's very clear. But so far, I have not heard any. So far, I come across, I never seen anyone say that, go into that extent. You know what I mean? They are still very on surface, very generic kind of like based on the requirement. But they never really zoom in and take a look. You know what I mean? It will be cool if you can identify who are the the rival, like okay, Woodlands, let's say Woodlands, okay, they have this another few bakery shops or whatever. Now why make mine so special? Yeah, you can zoom in and promote, right? To that kind of extent, right? So of course, we want to see how much effort that your team, it's a team, it's a team project, put in. So yeah, if you can go to the extent and explain very clearly, then that you achieve something already. These are all the bonus points that I will reward to the team. Okay, advertise, all that, right? Advertising campaign, standard, right? So propose a digital marketing strategy, advertising campaign or whatever. Then of course the branding guidelines for your company, design, right? Then newsletter can be brochure, it can be digital form. Then again, digital form. Then who are your how you can reach out to them because you are new. So ideally, you should have one is a print. That means like Blanford, now people can give away, or collect at the counter, at one counter of a shop. They can pick up from there. Or digital, but digital, the question is how you reach out to people. You don't know their emails, right? So how you then what is your plan? Then of course, if I'm you, I will say I will engage, those marketing, sales and marketing company to help us to reach out to the audience, all that. But all bear in mind, you have limited budget. Okay, you can write in future. That's the plan that you have. Don't have to be now. Okay, certain thing that you cannot execute on the spot or immediate, then you can put it as a future plan. So these are the things that more extensive kind of a write-up or proposal you can put in as well, which is a bonus, okay, which is an additional thing. Don't stick to, newsletter, just design a newsletter and submit, that's it. So you don't have a plan, because that means you didn't really think through or in depth what exactly how to run a real company. Assuming you guys are running a real company, how you're going to promote your business, which is very important. Of course, website is a must. Okay, it's a must. Okay, website. Let's say your product. Let's say it's a toy shop, right? You can order the product there, right? Or pastry, right? You can how you promote, how you design, develop a website that people can come out. I mean, not just looking at it. You can order online, purchase online, right? Yeah, they can order the food, all that. Let's say you are dealing with food. Your company is dealing with food stuff, right? Yeah, SMB things or whatever, right? These are things that you can think through. PR kit, of course. After that, well, the press release kit. Once you launch the campaign, how you want to share with the press, the PR kits, right? Yeah, conceptualize and design, execute, same thing. Okay, bonus. This is definitely a bonus, but so far none. I would say zero. None of the team so far, when I'm in past years, they go to the extra mile. They're using AR or whatever. Maybe that's what. Oh, no. Sorry, I can't. I don't think that is. Yeah. So using AR or whatever, some technology, right, to make the whole concept, the branding more fun. You know what I mean? Maybe the brochure, by scanning something, you pop out, you can see something, not just scanning the QR code, like it can be an image or whatever. But of course, this is more advanced. If you happen that your team member know how to do, that will be great, right? So yeah. Here, next point, you are not limited to a single social media platform. So we open up for you. Okay, you don't stick to one, right? You should have more. Okay, if you're going to launch, you submit one, that means you're telling me that you're not going to do or focus on this, because today's social media platform is almost everything. You can promote everywhere, right? You can even go to the extent of TikTok for fun, to promote, right? You never know, right? So it can be Facebook. I mean, Facebook, these are standard lah, these are all standard. Instagram, these are standard. Well, I mean, go to the extent. So don't just restrict, okay, or limit to a single. Restrict yourself, say only one single platform. Let's do it. It won't bring you far. right? It won't care. Yeah, it will not promote for you much because you need to really reach out in different platform. Well, this day, not everyone using the same social media platform as you, so you can reach out to many different audience. Okay, so that is the thing that you all should take note. Okay, so optimize all intended assets and content in your digital campaign. Okay, and of course you need to get people to do some copywritings. Okay, all the copywritings are very important, which is how you write, yeah, whether in business term, layman terms, or whatever, the way of writing, right? Styling, which is I'm not specialized in this. That's why I'm saying many times when I work in the industry, I got a copywriter who work with me, right? Because you need to get the right people. But of course, this is a student assignment. We don't expect you to go and engage right people to write for you. So it should be something, business writing. If you're able to write, right? So please, of course, right, to be of original content and due credits are to be given if needed. Right? If let's say you get someone to help you to write or you copy from somewhere, please, right? You need to cite the source. Don't just assuming and copy and cut and paste. Okay, submission criteria, everything go to Google Class. That one I will set up, right? Probably later I refine all this the briefs again. I will give more detail. If not, by next week I will give you the details when whether it's face-to-face lesson or HBL lesson. Next week I will give you, we will nail down because there's no more slide, no more CAs. It's all about this assignment 2, your next 6 weeks. So I will expect very detailed or so-called a lot of effort to be put on this assignment 2 from every team. Okay, if you give me just a very minimum like what you did for assignment 1, I don't want to mention a team. Okay, very minimum, just touch base only. Then I will tell you, you will never get a good grades from me because I mentioned that from day 1, you have to put effort. Okay, I only believe efforts. You don't put effort, you don't deserve that. Yes, I will pass you, I won't fail you. But of course, if you don't submit the requirement, all that, then I will minus mark accordingly. But if you put extra effort, right, as I mentioned earlier, go to the extra mile, you will deserve the extra marks from me. This is how the industry, right, to survive in industry, right? So that's why company only pick those who can really deliver hardworking staff and reward them with good bonus, right? Year end, and those who just okay, you give them one job, they just do one job. They need to take order one, follow steps, hold hands on. Then those are only get the minimum. This is how they reward. Even I want my to share. Even MP staff, they have a performance. Everyone will get a different so-called amount of the bonus for performance, right? So they based on your result, the output, right? It's not about how many module I teach or whether student give me good or bad feedback. It's not about that. It's about your overall, your attitude, everything, how you deal with your work, how serious you are. These are I'm sharing with you the real experience, right? Industry when I reward my staff or give a appraisal about their performance before it's submit to HR for approval. Then I will check how the attitude. Of course, there's some certain guidelines. They were based on the guidelines. Then we will write accordingly. Okay. Anyway, submission criteria, Google Class. Okay, so you can have all this, but take note now. This one is very important. Okay, I mentioned this before. Always back up your files. Okay, whatever media, right? It can be your external hard disk. If even you don't trust Google Drive or Dropbox, right? Sometimes like this one definitely always have issue one. I encounter a few times already. Right? Sometimes cannot log in all that, so you have to try. Okay. So unfortunately, because anything server, MP server issues is beyond any lecturers. You have to go back to the help desk. If let's say you have a locking issue, you cannot connect right from home. Yeah, unfortunately, you need to go back to, I mean, campus. So that's why that's once I went back to help desk. Yeah, they have to really, reinstall everything on my laptop because there's some issues. Not bugs or whatever. Surprisingly, you thought that you download something. No, but it's just that some issue out there they cannot resolve, so they need to reformat everything. Hopefully, you don't come to that stage, okay? Because it's very painful. So that's why you always make sure you back up somewhere. Means that don't trust your laptop 100%. I'm serious. Your laptop can be with you for a few years, but that moment, that day, if the thing not working, break down, that's it, good luck. So it's always save your file, especially important file somewhere, right? Whether you have a crowd account somewhere, good, just save it there. At least I have 2 accounts, Apple and Google. I subscribe 2 terabyte each because I super kiasu. I scared that suddenly my laptop, all my contents gone one day, or I need to reinstall everything. So I have to do all the backup. Those are important files, right? If not, you are in the business, suddenly all the most important file there, you cannot retrieve back, then good luck. Okay, these are deliverables similar like assignment 1. Okay, as you can see, all the deliverables, okay, 1 to 8, we have a persona, all that. Calendar, same thing, right? The 30 days one, then the campaign, proposal, branding, newsletter, PR kit, website, and Viva. Okay, Viva means the presentation, the slides. Okay, also, yeah, similar like what you did for the assignment 1, record your video, right? So yeah, so include all original artwork when possible, what you create, all your art assets. Okay, so in this format, please, in this format and in this naming convention, you need to follow. Don't anyhow whack, okay? Or sorry, Charlene, I use your name, SBM underscore Charlene. No, it's all about your team name. Okay, your team name, SBM underscore assignment 2 underscore what? Your team name, then underscore persona. So we track is based on team name, not individual name, unless your group you all agree upon, say that okay, we use a person name as a company name. That's fine, as long you can justify, because we'll look at the whole entire branding, the promotion, the design, everything, the campaign, everything. Okay, take note, follow this, because you give me a wrong name, we will deduct the mark. Okay, here, you put there. This is the same across. So we want, take note, file should be properly named and structured, right? So we will penalize you for the marks. If you think that, never mind, 5 marks, no, we're going to minus a lot. So you think that the marks is very minimum to you, it's not going to affect, but it affect your team because it's a team. So if your team deserve an A+, everyone will get an A+. If it's a D or D-, then everyone deserve that. So based on your effort. So that's why we give you 6 solid weeks, start from today, week 12 to week 17. Okay? See, team names refer to your studio, agency, company name. Take note. Okay, I pause here first before I move on. Any questions? Oh, finally the sun is out. So cold this few days. Anyone? Questions? Very clear. You sure or not? No later and text me, hey, Cher, what do you mean this? What do you mean that? This is an opportunity for you to ask. Of course, you don't have any question at this moment, it's fine. Well, next week when we meet, then we will go through again, or maybe you have a few questions to clarify. I'm fine with that. Okay, I move on. So,
Cher,
yes,
the social media calendar is also 30 days.
yes,
Okay.
30 days. Okay, I only can say what you have done. Okay, you guys have done for assignment 1, right? This is another similar like assignment 1, but we've added more contents. Okay, I'm expecting more added contents there, more detail, more refined, okay, stuff, not just exactly, I know because assignment 1 is just a test water for you to understand all that, but assignment 1 is completely different because that is an existing kind, but this one is completely zero, start from scratch. So you have to decide first thing, what kind of business, what kind of company you want to set up, right? Assignment 1, Golden Monkey and ICT, IM, that is an existing kind. You're just doing the campaign for them as an established design agency. That was assignment 1. But here is everything zero because I don't know what kind of business you want. Just now I already give a few. It can be a toy shop or whatever, stationery shop, bakery shop, so many different types of, or what, right? Anything. Right, okay, it can be a cafe or whatever, or can a fast food business, or not dealing with food, it can be a delivery company. That's what I mentioned already. So many, right? So it's your call, but I will expect more effort for this because if you're 6 weeks, if you give me like what you did for assignment 1, then I will say unfortunately you're not going to fail because you will submit unless you don't submit, but you will then get the very minimum marks from me. Okay, any more questions before I move on? Don't have, I move on. Okay, deliverable details, persona, planner, right? These are all stated here already, right? Persona or intent audiences, right? I only know one team so far, bold enough, they really interview people. I mean, real people out there on site. That means it can be a neighbor, their neighbors, right? Or anyone. It can be a stranger out there. So people, according to the student, they even thought that they are they are real in that business. You know what I mean? They do a survey, they carve out a survey, they submit the survey form as well. Interesting. So as I say, these are all extra amount. How much you want to do, I mean, how far you want to go, these are all you all have to discuss within your teammate, okay? Right, then break down all this profile of audiences, right? Of course, calendar, right? This one even more detailed, right? Exactly, right? You can use the assignment 1 as a guide, but we'll expect more, right? Like especially you launch your activities, right? So all this publish social media, calendar, all that, right? Okay, then of course the marketing campaign proposal, strategy outline, value, the prepositions, all that. Of course, this marketing campaign proposal, there's many out there. Then who are the intended audience, right? See the bios, channel plan, SMART objective, the SWOT analysis, right? Competitor analysis. If you have a competitor, I'm sure, unless you come up with, you have a very brilliant idea, never have this trade or this business, maybe you're the first company in the world. right? Because now any trades, there's always someone already there, out there. Whether established or not is a secondary question, but this is competitor, right? If we are talking about even toy shop, there's many out there selling, right? Or bakery out there, many out there. Retail shop, many out there, right? So who are the one? Yeah, right? Then social media mapping of audience. This one no need to say already. Then of course all the creative stuff, right? Your targeting and budgeting for apps, right? The apps, it can be anything, TV, but your 5,000, 5,000 块, I think is very limited, huh? Never think of a TV, but you can put it as a future, right? As I say, future, right? Proposal, all that. So don't plan something that is only for present. It can be future, assuming your business going to expand, okay? Doing well. So you can have that as just a proposal. This is how the industry work when they're going to pitch a project. They give the client not just based on what their requirement. They come up with something, the future plan for them. You know, how this thing can go, expandable stuff, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, this is how you will impress the panel of judges if they are the one who's going to look at, oh wow, this company not just propose on what we want, they go to the extensive, kind of a approach. What are the down with the technology, as of course tied with the technology. So people are looking, they give them the visual, give the panel the visuals. I mean the visual, they can visuals what is going on, the next phase, So which is important. Okay, content plan breakdown. See, so recommendation, the future iterations. Yeah, this is what I meant, right? Future, right? Launch or keeping community engaged, right? You can talk about maybe not too far, not say 1 year, 2 year later. Maybe you say next month we're going to do this, or next quarter we're going to do this, something like that. You know what I mean? Make the whole thing wow, very very exciting. Okay, actual implementation and ends result implementation. This is more towards your social media. Okay, all the platforms, right? You will publish when you do that, right? So we want to see that you end up there. You publish at that means you design the Facebook. There's a Facebook account there of your company, right? Clear? Of course, I move on. Branding. These are the ones similar, but more extensive, more like a corporate identity. Corporate identity guidelines. That means your logo, the color, the font, the usage, all that. Then how you define, okay? How you apply for website or for mobile, all that very extensive. You know what I mean? Maybe it's the stationery, right? The newsletter, all that. Envelope design, all that. Branding. These are branding. Okay. Not just a logo itself and color only. How they usage they apply on the website. What size is that? What font is that? You know what I mean? Because the size appear on the desktop and the size appear on your mobile is different, completely different sizes. So you can have that kind of a proposal, very, very, very detailed. Okay, newsletter, you've done that, right? MailChimp. So it's a kind of a PDF design, right? You design a newsletter. It can be a campaign. It can be a branding of your company. So it's not stick to one. Newsletter doesn't mean that it's only one piece. It can be one is about your company, your presence of a company, brand new company. The other one is about the product that you promote, your company is promoting, right? So it can be a different period that you issue the newsletter, right? Or even launch of your social media platform to the audience, right? To the neighborhood people, what you want to do. There's many out there. So your team really have to discuss in detail what exactly you want to do. Make the whole whole campaign very exciting. I mean, the whole concept very cool, right? Because there's so many things. Just one item, you can break down many stuff already, right? Next, PR kit, same thing, similar, but this PR kit is more like, to the press, all that, how you draft, because the layout will be different from the newsletter. So the PR kit is a standalone. It can be just simple, one photo and some simple write-up, right? A paragraph, then write to the PR kit. Then you attach with your newsletter. So it's a completely different. You don't duplicate. It should not a similar item or same design. Newsletter is more to the wide audience. PR kit is really like a kind of format. Go and check it out. There's some guidelines online. You can say PR kit, the format, yeah. So which is you see, they contain description of product, screenshot, video, or whatever. This is just a guideline for you. I'm not saying that you must cover everything here, right? Yeah, which is then contact details, all that, right? Because these are the people, let's say the press. Imagine, I'm talking about real world now. And press, right? You send them a PR kit. They are interested in your story. They will send their TV crew or reporters down to do a formal interview. Then they will do the write-up and publish on newspaper or whichever the platform they want to publish your company. Yeah, this is real when it comes to PR kit. Newsletter is different. Newsletter is only for anyone, audience or resident around your neighborhood. You pass it to them to show them. Of course, if you know their email, which is, I don't think right now you can access their email. By right, I'm talking about real execution. You don't know the person unless you do a survey. Through the survey, you get them to fill up their email, contacts, all that. Then you send them the digital newsletter. Not PR kit. PR kit is only deal with the media, reporters, right, or sales and marketing company. Not the general audience. Okay. So don't confuse these two, right? Website, of course. Website, it's about all your company, your product ready, right? Right. Yeah, proper CTA. CTA means call to action. To indicate the pre-launch and launch of the product or your product. It depends what product, what business you're in, right? So you see, the website should be a company fronting site and not a wiki. Not just this one, just a capstone and CPD website. Means that just a very simple capstone and CPD means the final year, third year student. This one I will take out, that's why I say this is the existing one. I will take out. I will take out this. Not just a fronting site, just a few pages. It's more extensive. Okay, we will look at the design of your website, how extensive it is, right? Not just 2 pages, 3 pages. That's it. Right, because it's all about your company, which is very important. So the zip file is to contain the entire website and the database file. You should indicate a URL link for the website. Okay, you can use third party. I know there's past years there's something they use the Wix, right? WIX. Right, which is a ready platform. They design and use that. They just cut and paste, or because they don't want to spend too much time. But of course, I will reward that to those who really, start from scratch and design their website. And website not just desktop, mobile as well. Or of course, you want to go extra mile is the tablet as well, right? The tablet also comes in, so it's a full complete website. I mean, a full stage of the web, right? So Viva, plan for a 5 to 10 minute speech demo, prototype, right? Like what you did, right? So Viva, you should have your slide, prepare your slide when you present, right? Yeah, when you talk, then you use the slide. Now you capture, like recording, all that. Yeah. So this one we have not decided. Okay, I have not decided whether should it on face-to-face presentation or through video. But you still need to do a video. If you do a video, then we don't don't do a face-to-face presentation already. Okay, we will see how it goes. Plus point, these are the bonus point. Responsive website using WordPress, if you know how to use WordPress, okay. Then quality of newsletter with proper CTA, call to actions, and creative copywriting, visuals, the material, right? Social campaign well executed, right? And all the PR kits, the documented, right? Deliverables, appropriate usage of an ad budget, okay? This one, don't worry. I know it's very difficult. 5,000 with today's contact, you can't do much. Honestly, you can't do much, right? Right. So, I mean, I understand, but you just try your best to just indicate a figure, work out a figure, right? Okay, so important tasks and deliverables, right? This one, you no need to say already, right? Submission, zip up all your files, use and name the package as this. That means you zip everything into here. Once I open, I will see all this. Okay, take note. I repeat one more time. You should done everything. That means you've done all this, file everything. Okay, once you complete, zip it out and submit as this. Only one file. I mean, when you come to that, then I will open up and unzip from there. Okay, you don't submit one by one and give me, one by one, just throw to me, you should zip everything into one, right? Then only for me to unzip your file. Then I will retrieve all your submissions. Okay, don't give me one piece by one piece. This is website, this is PR kit, this is what. Then my site will be very messy. Okay. Okay. So be careful. Some requirements are necessary for a pass grade. So if you don't reach that, of course, you will get a very minimum or even a fail a grade which is very low. Okay. Upload the zip file and all individual deliverables to Google Classroom submission. Cross-check all your files are working. Yes, why we mentioned this? I think early years we have some group, they submit, the file can't even open. Okay, they can't even open. Then some, they submit a wrong file. It's a raw file instead of a final version. You know what I mean? Like XD, I remember there's one, they submit the artwork but without the prototype. That means they haven't they done another prototype but they save as a different file name. So they submit that one wrong file. So please check when you submit. Okay. Make sure it can be opened. Okay. If I can't open, our minor marks, then I'll come back to you, say your file cannot be opened. Okay. Just to confirm that. So you make sure you check before you submit everything. Okay. So here, last point. All documents submitted must be in their intended formats. Means here, PDF means PDF, nothing else. Don't give me words or whatever. Okay. Take note, even you create in words, then you just save as a PDF. Okay. Make sure. Don't give me different type of format, Excel file or whatever file example. Understand? Clear? So what else? Yes, last one, due date I mentioned already, week 17. Questions? Okay, wait, before that, assignment weightage. As you can see, the solid one is 70% here. All right, all your contents, all the items out here. All right, then the branding of your company, which is very important as well. This is about the product or whatever campaign you're going to launch, the media, social media stuff, calendar, right? Newsletter, everything there. This is about your company, okay? Your company, right? You might focus here, but you don't really focus, then your 20%, get very minimum. Then, of course, last one, Viva, your presentation, all that, right? And of course, end of the day, we still have a peer review somewhere, okay? That one I will review to you probably sometime next week, right? Any questions? To submission, deadline, again, this is week 12, 12, 13, 14, 15. So by 4 more weeks from now, similar like the version 1, version 1, the assignment 1, you have a beta submission, 2359, which is a Sunday, that week 15, okay, on the Sunday, right? Our lesson is on Tuesday, so you will still have a few more days, 2359, 30th of Jan, right? Which is 1 day before the Chinese New Year, the what you call that, the reunion dinner. 31st Jan, if I'm not wrong, is the reunion dinner, the Chinese New Year. Then 1st or 2nd is the Chinese New Year. So you want to enjoy your, I also want to enjoy, please don't sabo me. All right, 31st, so 30th is a Sunday, 31st of Jan is the reunion dinner for the Chinese, right? Then your 1st, which is Tuesday, that is a holiday. As for the makeup class or not, then we will see how we arrange, okay, on that week, the Chinese New Year week, right? Because that week, which is week 16, right, the Tuesday is the first day of Chinese New Year. You're doing your Tuesday lessons. So definitely, if even I call a class, nobody will come. You all will go for your ang pao first. Nothing wrong, nothing wrong. I need to give ang pao as well. Okay, but not for you lah, Not for you. It's only for my cousins, childrens, all that only, right? Okay, submission due date, 2 dates, and of course final submission, which is the week 17. I will let you know because we have not confirmed yet. When exactly is it going to be 2, 3 final on the Sunday, or it going to be the Tuesday, the particular lessons that week? I mean the end of the lessons. Okay, I think that's it. The rest is a long stuff. These are the long version. You can read when I give it to you later. Okay, this evening or this afternoon. So again, submission. This one only repeat. All these copyright plagiarisms, okay, the plagiarisms, all that, the issue, no need to say already. Okay, that's it for my assignment 2 briefs. Questions. Now I take questions. Okay. Phil, I answer already, right? Because that's what you asked about 30 days. So, yep. Anyone? I would suggest, hello class, I would suggest form a different team. Okay? Form a different team, rather stick to the same team. Assignment 1, you already work with someone else. Right? But of course, it's your call. If you think that you are comfortable, you are pleased with the person that you work with, since, for the assignment 1, please go ahead. I won't stop you. But I'm just saying that give yourself or give others a chance, you'll work with different people. So create different kind of, the kind of spark or synergy, you need to do that, because in the real world, you have no choice unless you're the boss of the company or the lead of the team. If not, they will assign, okay, you work what? You work with this person, you work with that person. So it might be your, the person can be you dislike from day one, or you feel that he or she not really friendly, but you have no choice, right? But here you have a choice, right? You know each other, You can, right? So you can talk to them, you know, come up with some ideas, approach the person that you think that person is friendly, not just friendly lah. Make sure he can work lah, he or she can work, not just in class just know how to chit chat, talk only, no action. Okay, talk only, no action is not going to help you. Okay, if you know the person only can talk but cannot do work, that is not healthy. All right, that is normal. Okay, when it comes to social, I mean, as a friend, that's fine. But when it comes to assignment, you need to pick someone who really can work, give concept, or can really push things out. That is very important. Okay. Questions. Don't keep quiet. I've been talking for the 1 hour and 16 minutes already. Anyone? Questions? Hey, New Year. Must say something, eh?
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you. Thank you. Anything else about
Mr.
assignment 2? Yes, I heard
For
some
the
voice.
group members, right, is it for the same number 4 to 5?
Good questions. Good questions. We didn't nail down this round. I think we are. My bad. I just go back. I don't think there's a members stated, or there is. Let me look at the long version, because we keep on changing, you know, the long version. Wait. Let me see. I didn't touch on this. Yeah, the weather is. Sorry. It's short version. Where's my long version? Hey, see, also. Okay, long version. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we mentioned about numbers of people, but of course, ideally, I would say stick to 3 to 4 or 4 or 5. Why? Because there's so many, okay, categories out there already. Okay. Here, you see long version, we mentioned this one just now. Hiring people is not part of budget. So your budget, you cannot say, oh, we're going to hire this, what, right? No, you should not include that. Okay. See, 5,000, it can be a course of 6 months. So you can read. Okay, here you can read more because we explain more. But we go through the short version. I don't want to go through the long version because we want you to read. Okay, I want you to read this to understand. And then any issue you can bring up during the next lessons. Okay, so you should not don't just stick to just now what I'm saying. Go through the spec. Okay, maybe I miss out some important points. Okay, so yeah, see, long version as similar like your assignment 1. Everyone play a role here. Okay, you must say, sorry, whether you're a copywriter, visual, storyteller, manager, marketer, producer, all that, right? What is your role, right? Everyone will play a role, right? So just now is Kelly, right? Kelly, sorry, you are the one who answered, right? Just now I didn't really pay attention. So to answer, I would suggest 3 to 4 minimum, or so-called, or if you think that, please don't go and form a team of 10. That's not, it doesn't make sense because there's only 22 of you. So let's set a cap. Maximum is only 5, right? Or 4. I see. Sorry, 4 or 5. 5. That means you have a 5, 5, 4, 4, 4. Am I right? So you have 3 groups of 4 and 2 groups of 5. Okay. Yeah, I think that's better rather than later you're going to form a big team 7. No, that is not right already. All right, you keep maximum 5. Okay, or minimum 4. 3, I think, is too small. Sorry to say that. Why? Because you got so many stuff that you need to cover. All this, right? All this you need to cover. 3%, I would say, is very tough, right? Although it sounds to you, oh, per item, but you break down into details. As I say, this is your assignment 2, and it's 30%. So I hope you put a lot of effort on that, and 6 weeks for you to do. More than enough time if you have a number of 4 or 5 members. Good enough. Okay? 4 or 5 is a healthy number, not 3. Okay, sorry. If anybody form a team of 3 and you can't find another person, let me know. Then I have no choice. I have to pull one person from another group. I mean the biggest group. Oh, then I will get the person to join in. No choice. If you all never really work out yourself among yourself, which is very important. Please, as I say, you already done assignment 1 with your different team, with a group already. So maybe you want to try. I'm just suggest only. I'm not saying you must. If you think that no, thank you very much, Mr. Tan. I think we are still comfortable with the current team. Go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. Okay, but take note, if any team, they only got 3 person, they didn't form properly, or they don't have enough member, I need to pull. I might break your team. Not break your team, I will pull 1 member. That means I will come to this team, 5 of you, who please volunteer to join the other team of 3. If not, I will just, if you all don't give me an answer, then I will go by force, means I will pull that person out, right? I'll point the person to the next team. So I hope everyone understand that, okay? Because we want to work as a group. To survive in the real world, you don't have to work as a team, not individual. Even you dislike the fella, right? You don't like to work because of attitude. But when it comes to project, yeah, I encounter people that I don't like, or people dislike me. Doesn't matter. But when it comes to project, they are all just focused on project and get the job done. That's it. No personal issue one. If you have that kind of issue in your mind or in your heart, you say, well, this person I don't like, I don't want to work with him, then in the first place, you should resign from the company. You shouldn't stay put already. Quick. All right, but if you're there, you're being assigned to do the job, I mean the project with the fella, then jolly well work together. Okay, put personal issue aside. Okay, well, end of the day, project, if the project been cancelled or crashed, if let's say the compensation or worse, if the client sue your company, that is a big issue really. Really, really big issue. All right, so yeah, so give people a chance, because you're just year 2, you still got one more, year 2.2, you still got another semester to go before you go for your internship. Right? Okay, question. Invite questions, please. I want to invite question. Let me know what is your concern. So to answer Kelly, let's stick to either 4 or 5 per group, per team. Sorry. Thank you. Any more? Any more? Anyone? Questions? Later I will send this. Let me do some edit. I will send you, I will text you, I'll text everyone, say, okay, ready inside the Google class. You can take a read. Anyone, any concern or not sure, not clear? Give me a shout, please. I need to know, are you all clear or not? Never, not say clear lah. I mean, in a way, any questions to ask to clarify? See, here, although ad campaigns are not launchable, however, ad targeting methods, audience ad are to be properly documented. So it's a proposal, just like just now I say future, right? You have a future campaign or whatever event, you can put it down in your plan, right? As part of the plan. So it don't have to be, this is definitely not possible with that kind of limited budget. Advertising, you go and advertise a newspaper, your 5,000 already gone. Just a small ad, small print. You go and check the price of the newspaper, Straits Times or whatever the newspaper. A size very small, just like your phone, your mobile phone, that size itself already can cost you thousands of dollars already. It depends on whether color or what, or also depends on which page. If it's a cover page, your 5,000 is gone. All right. I don't know the pricing right now. Maybe it might be cheaper or what, I don't know. Okay, anyway, question before I release you. Hello, class. Questions?